Welcome to Salt Lake City, Utah, and welcome to Friday Night SmackDown, where we are going to go ahead and open up with the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, who returned this past weekend at SummerSlam. He has something to say. I think I know where it's going, but nevertheless, let's go ahead and hear him out. WWE Universe, I'm sorry. I know I was gone for a while, a little too long. However, I needed time off to rebuild, recover, and reconnect. It lost at WrestleMania, and by the way it happened and to who it happened to, and I guess this specific version of this who, well, it hurts a lot. But enough talk about the past. I'm here first and foremost to apologize to you guys for being gone for so long. I want to go ahead and thank Randy Orton for the opportunity at the Open Challenge. But most importantly, I want to remind John Cena that now that I'm back, I want to make sure he knows that he isn't safe, that he should look over his shoulder, because I'm coming for you. And Cody Rhodes has returned. He has quickly apologized to the WWE Universe, and now is straight on action, letting John Cena know his time is coming up. Cody Rhodes' time is now. What a way to open up SmackDown, to hear from Cody Rhodes, a man we have not seen since WrestleMania. Again, he returned at SummerSlam. Good for him to be back. However, it is time that we move on to our first match of tonight. We have the AAA Latin American Champion coming over from AAA, Mr. Iguana. This man is loved by the fans already ever since AAA was bought by the WWE. Many of the WWE Universe have gone ahead and watched AAA, and they have fallen in love with this guy right here. So, if you guys can't hear it, this crowd is already going insane for Mr. Iguana, and here tonight, he is looking to showcase his talent and skills to those who may have never seen him before. Mr. Iguana has a very unique style of wrestling. Unfortunately, La Yesca is not able to be within this style of work, so unfortunately, it is only going to be Mr. Iguana. Look at that, man. No Yesca means all business, no joking. And here tonight, it is not going to be an easy task. Yes, he's a champion, but he is facing an incredible man who has been on fire here in SmackDown. All Ego Ethan Page, former NXT champion. And like I've been saying, for all these AAA wrestlers that have been coming to the main roster to face off against WWE talent, if the WWE talent wins, surely that basically secures them an opportunity in a spot to face off against that champion with the title actually on the line this time. So the same goes for Mr. Ego Ethan Page. Surely if he wins here tonight against Mr. Iguana, he will go ahead and receive a title opportunity, that being for the AAA Latin American Championship. All Ego Ethan Page has quickly taken over the hearts of the WWE Universe, came up from NXT, and has quickly found comfort and has found a home here on SmackDown. We are ready to begin this first match of the night, Mr. Iguana versus Ethan Page. Let's get this match started. Who will come out on top? Will it be the AAA Latin American Champion, Mr. Iguana? Are we going to see a bit of a shock victory and see All Ego Ethan Page come out on top? And I only say shock victory because if you're facing a champion, you expect the champion to be better than you, and that's why they're a champion, you know, because they're better. So, in my eyes, it would be a bit of an upset. Maybe not the biggest upset, but it would be an upset if All Ego Ethan Page is able to win. But I've seen some crazier things here within the WWE. Now, quick reminder. Oh, hold on, never mind. All Ego Ethan Page gonna go for the pinfall kick out at 1 by Mr. Iguana. I was gonna give you guys a reminder that this weekend we have NXT No Mercy, so make sure you guys stay tuned in as both the men's and women's NXT championships on the line, both men's and women's North American championships on the line, NXT Tag Team Championships on the line as well, and we have Javon Evans facing off against Shawn Spears in an all-holds-barred match. That all coming this weekend. And later in our main event here tonight, Los Reyes, Rey Fénix, and Rey Mysterio will go ahead and put their WWE Tag Team Championships on the line as we have Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins getting their rematch for the titles they lost against Los Reyes. That's later to come in the main event. As for now, we continue focusing on this match. All Ego Ethan Page doing some big damage right there on Mr. Iguana, showing him that there are levels to this, and just because you're a champion in AAA does not mean you're instantly gonna dominate, but maybe it does. As Mr. Iguana able to counter right there. Man looks classy even when he wrestles, keeping on the glasses, I believe. Unless if it's his face paint. That might be his face paint. I can't tell. Big kick by Ethan Page right there, knocking down Mr. Iguana. Now a kick to the back, continuing to penetrate the body of Mr. Iguana. Now with some right fists straight to the head of Mr. Iguana, who quickly gets up and now sends Ethan Page flying. Now Mr. Iguana may be able to take advantage of this, get on the attack, stomping on the back of the head of Ethan Page, returning the favor as Mr. Iguana received a lot of damage there, and now a big knee to the head of Ethan Page. Mr. Iguana looking to fly, and he's able to do so. Nice little splash onto the body of Ethan Page. And Mr. Iguana now in control. What is he going to be able to do out of here? He's going to go ahead and try to potentially look for a submission here. No, Ethan Page able to escape before Mr. Iguana can even squeeze. And now Ethan Page may be able to pull off the victory. Hold on, pinfall 1, 2. A kick out at 2 from Mr. Iguana. Out of nowhere, Ethan Page almost winning the match. And now the tides have turned as a spear straight onto the turnbuckle. Mr. Iguana is losing grip of this match slowly but surely. Ethan Page is gaining momentum. However, Mr. Iguana still able to get on the attack now. Dropping down, Ethan Page gonna look to do some damage to that. Both arms instead. Oh my days. This is a crazy move. Mr. Iguana's shoulders are up, so this does not count as a pinfall. Ethan Page able to escape the submission right there. That takes some talent to be able to escape out of submission like that, because, man, that was a crazy, crazy hold. And now Ethan Page is going to look for the Ego's Edge, and he hits it on Mr. Iguana. A bleeding Mr. Iguana pinfall. There it is. Ethan Page has just beaten and pinned the AAA Latin American champion, Mr. Iguana. And now surely Ethan Page can go ahead and claim a championship match at Saturday Night's Carnage for the AAA Latin American Championship. Congratulations to All Ego Ethan Page. A very good win right there for Ethan Page. So we are not going to move forward. We have some women's singles action. And up first, we have Julia. She has been on fire ever since joining SmackDown. I believe only taking one loss to Chelsea Green, if I'm correct. Maybe I'm mistaken, not sure. And even then, when she lost, it was due to the help on the outside of the ring from Piper Niven and Alba Fire. Once she got her rematch, she beat Chelsea Green, and now here tonight, she looks to beat one last opponent before she can say that she is truly ready for a championship opportunity. As here tonight, she's going to go ahead and face off against a woman who fought at SummerSlam for the Women's United States Championship, Zelina Vega. So if Julia is able to beat the former #1 contender, the former challenger of this championship, the United States Championship. And surely she's next in line. She's taking down Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, Alba Fire. Next up, Zelina Vega. Sure, you can slap on a couple more opponents, but with a victory over Zelina Vega and Chelsea Green, both former champions, and Zelina Vega was just, going toe-to-toe with the current champion. I think that shows the level of caliber that Julia has on her, and it shows that she is ready for a championship match. However, we are hyping her up a lot because she has the talent, but we cannot forget who her opponent is. Zelina Vega, representing the LWO, was United States champion for a little over 40 days, if I'm not mistaken. She had a phenomenal reign. This past weekend at SummerSlam, she had the opportunity to become the first ever two-time champion. Unfortunately, was not able to get it done. But here tonight, if she also beats Julia, someone who is on fire, I believe she'll show that there's levels between this, that it's Dakota Kai, Zelina Vega, and then everyone else, which could mean that we could have a third battle between Dakota Kai and Zelina Vega. So while it's not an official #1 contenders match, this match could certainly go ahead and pick who the next opponent for Dakota Kai could be, as we are going to go ahead and begin this match. Zelina Vega versus Julia. Who will come out on top? It's nice and early into this match. It is Zelina Vega who is able to get on the attack, doing some big damage right there to Julia. Double kick to the back of Julia, who she had also her time over on Raw before she was officially moved up to the main roster, a tag team match, facing off against Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Well, of course, when you put two powerhouses like that, even if they don't have chemistry, you're at a huge disadvantage. Julia and Roxanne Perez ended up losing that match. However, that did allow Julia, pinfall 1, kick out at 1, and now it is Julia who's going to go ahead and pinfall Zelina Vega 1. Oh, look at the strength from Zelina Vega, able to kick out of that now, pinning Julia. Can she win this match? No, she cannot, at least not yet, is Julia able to kick out. As I was saying, though, Roxanne Perez, Julia losing that match, and even though they lost, it gave both of the superstars the opportunity to be seen over at the main roster level as a huge leg drop, stomp, whatever you want to call it, onto the body of Zelina Vega. Somehow, she's still able to get up and fight back. Julia flying and stomping the body of Zelina Vega, now sending her into the steel steps. Julia showing no mercy and doing whatever it takes, as once again looking to fly and making contact, dropping down Zelina Vega. Julia is going insane. She is willing to do whatever it takes to win this match and gain a Women's United States Championship opportunity. As the referee's count gets to 3, Zelina Vega quickly hopping inside of the ring. However, she is going to quickly be met by Julia, who is now able to counter. Reverse DDT, dropping down Zelina Vega once more, who has taken a lot of damage. Somehow she has still been able to counter, still been able to fight back, and surprising, still been able to even stand on her own 2 feet, as Julia has done so much damage. And now a big DDT off of the top ropes from Zelina Vega, who may be able to find an escape and switch the tides in this match. Julia, though, wants to go ahead and deny that, slamming down Zelina Vega. Does not want to let this opportunity slip through her fingers. She wants to win this match, and a big elbow drop to Zelina Vega. This could be it. Julia may be able to put an end to this match right here, right now. It looks like she wants to do a little bit more damage to Zelina Vega, as she sends her into the turnbuckle now, picking her up all the way up to her 2 feet into the turnbuckle. Once again, Zelina Vega able to counter. Maybe Julia should have taken advantage of the time that she had right there, instead of being a little greedy and wanting to do more damage to her opponents. But hey, it could still end up working out. As Zelina Vega, though, now looking to get on the attack, looking to fly right there. Big crossbody, however, going slightly over, still able to scrape the top of Julia's head. Unfortunately, I do think Zelina Vega took a whole lot more damage than Julia right there. Nevertheless, Zelina Vega able to stand up, still fighting back, and so is Julia, as she's able to counter right there. And now a knee to the face, as Julia may be winning this match. 2, 3, there it is. Julia has gone ahead and done it. She has just beaten Zelina Vega, and I think after that, she can definitely make the claim that she got next for the Women's United States Championship. Watch out, Dakota Kai, because we have a future world champion on our hands with Julia right here. Congratulations to Julia here tonight. What a huge victory over Zelina Vega. Congratulations. What a great match. What a great win for Julia. We are now going to go ahead and moving into some tag team action. Up first, representing El Legado del Fantasma, we have Los Garza, Angel and Berto here tonight, as we had a big match for one of these guys last week. It was Berto who faced off against El Hijo del Vikingo, the AAA Mega Champion. Unfortunately, not able to get the victory. It was a AAA Mega Champion who got the victory. He was the first of the AAA superstars to come over to the main event scene, or WWE in general, and have a match. And he showcased the level of talent that AAA have. Earlier tonight, we saw Mr. Iguana take the loss to Ethan Page. So there's definitely a balance between AAA and WWE at the moment. It is going into favor of AAA, but I do believe it is a very mixed brand, in the sense that in certain matches WWE could take the win, others AAA could take the win. Both companies have phenomenal superstars, and luckily we're now able to work together side by side as one. And the opponents of Los Garza here tonight in this tag team bout is going to go ahead and be Mr. Anderson and Lo Gallows. As talking about tag team action, a reminder that in our main event, Los Reyes, Rey Fénix and Rey Mysterio will defend their WWE Tag Team Championships up against Mr. Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. The Street Profits against Los Reyes. Main event for the WWE Tag Team Championships still to come later tonight. But for now, we continue focusing on this tag team match. Who will come out on top? Will it be the team of Gallows and Anderson? Or will it be Berto and Angel? Which I am a little surprised that we do not see Santos Escobar or Elektra Lopez in their corner here tonight. Usually, they want to take full advantage of the numbers game. They want to take full advantage of their little cheating, sneaky ways of winning. But it looks like here tonight, it is just going to be Berto and Angel, unless if I just ruin their plan and Santos Escobar and Elektra are hiding under the ring and they're going to want to come out of nowhere or something. I don't know. As we now begin this match, it is going to go ahead and be Lo Gallows and Berto who begin the match for us inside of the ring. I mean, quite a size comparison between the two. Berto's still, pretty big, man. He's still got a nice physique on him, but standing next to Lo Gallows, Berto looks like a little third grader. Lo Gallows got the crazy tattoos, while Berto just got a little kitty cat scratch. Lo Gallows looks like a dad. Berto looks like a son. This might not be fun as, Lo Gallows is going straight for the weapons. He's not allowed to use the steel steps if he doesn't know. You saw this Wednesday on Evolve, Wendy Chu losing her match due to her using the steel steps. I know for sure Luke Gallows was watching that. Maybe he wanted to take some inspiration. He tags in his teammate Carl Anderson. Not sure what Luke Gallows was thinking there. I don't know if he's trying to play mind games or what's going on, but at least this match is still going, and we will not be seeing a disqualification. As tag made now to Angel. Both Berto and Angel gonna look for a double kick straight to the face of Carl Anderson, taking big damage straight to the dome. And now Angel is not gonna allow him to recover. Now attacking him outside of the ring, slamming him down. Now what is Angel gonna look to do? He's gonna look to pick him up and slam him down with a big power bomb right there, straight onto the floor. Fans booing as they love, I mean, at least compared to Angel and Berto, love Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. You know, Legado del Fantasma, not too liked here on SmackDown or in WWE as a whole. Very good heels, those guys. I mean, just punchable faces, hateable guys. As we now see Angel, big boot to the face outside of the ring. And now, Luke Gallows attacking Berto right there. Now both members of Los Garza had taken big damage, and a distracted Luke Gallows is almost attacked by Angel. Unfortunately for Angel, Luke Gallows seems to be Spider-Man. He has a little spidey sense, now sending Angel flying straight onto the steel steps. This man might have just broken a rib. His back, he might have just broken absolutely every single bone in his body, and somehow he is still fighting back as Carl Anderson was looking to get a little advantage right there and continue the attack on Angel. However, Angel still able to fight back. Big DDT onto Luke Gallows. Even with the size that he has, Angel and Berto are still doing very good against Luke Gallows. Not for long though, as Luke Gallows is now going to look for the pinfall. One. Kick out at one. Once again, as a reminder, this weekend we do have NXT No Mercy. SummerSlam was the party of the summer for the main roster. No, this isn't just a party. This is a war for the members down at NXT, as both the men's and women's NXT championships will be on the line. Both the men's and women's North American championships will be on the line. The NXT Tag Team Championships also on the line. We will also see Javon Evans facing off against Shawn Spears in an all-holds-barred match. As now Angel's going to go ahead and look for the pinfall too. Almost getting the victory there. However, Luke Gallows able to pull up enough strength to be able to kick out. Luke Gallows may be a little surprised that Angel and Berto are able to give him this much trouble. As now Carl Anderson has been tagged in. Time for him to start doing some moves, using the ropes as a little boost. Missing right there. Oh, what the heck was that, man? Now, looking to climb the top ropes. He's going to go ahead and try to fly. He does so with a big knee drop straight to the face of Angel. Now looking for the pinfall, however. Right there is Berto instantly breaking the counts, not allowing Carl Anderson the satisfaction of even hearing a 1 count. Referee is knocked down. Fortunately for us, he quickly gets up. Thank goodness. So now, Carl Anderson looking for the pinfall. Quick kick out by Angel. I think that was a bit of a slow count from the ref. We could have at least seen a 1 right there. But hey, if he thinks that's fine, or whatever, right? He's the referee, not me. Well, now it is Angel doing some big damage onto the right arm of Carl Anderson. This has been quite a 50-50 match. I would say the only superstar within this tag team has been Luke Gallows. I think his size has allowed him to come out on top over Berto and Angel. And while Berto and Angel have still fought back, has still done a very good job, well, Luke Gallows, that size gives him a true big advantage. On the other hand, Berto, Angel, and Carl Anderson have all been around the similar level here tonight, which means you got to tag in Luke Gallows and let the man go to work if you want to win this match, because he is the man that is hot here tonight. As Berto trying to potentially look for a finisher right there. Not able to get it done. Maybe this time he's able to get it done. Carl Anderson able to escape the first time, not the second, as he's dropped down now. Berto looking for the pinfall 1. However, a kick out at 1 very quickly from Carl Anderson. Berto looking for the splash, and he's able to make contact. Looking for the pinfall once again. 2. Another kick out from Carl Anderson, who surely is desperate for a tag to Luke Gallows. He is taking lots of damage, and if he doesn't want to throw this match away for his team, he has to go ahead and look for that tag, and he isn't doing it. Instead, Angel was trying to hit a nice little move right there. Fortunately for him, it was quickly right, and instead, hold on, Carl Anderson may be able to win the match right here. 1, 2, almost gets it done. However, Berto able to get up and break the count at the very last second. Carl Anderson is going to go ahead and try to attack Berto as a way of saying, yo, don't get involved when you're not in. Berto able to counter now. Angel may be able to put this match away, slamming down Carl Anderson, who may be knocked unconscious. Luke Gallows watches, and somehow Carl Anderson able to kick out. I was about to say, Luke Gallows watches, not trying to do anything. I feel like there's some frustration from Luke Gallows, as finally he is tagged in. I mean, imagine you are having a fantastic night. You tag in your teammate, he takes a bunch of damage, then he loses simply because he didn't want to tag you back in. Hold on, Luke Gallows may be able to win the match. No, Berto once again able to break the count, saving Angel from being pinned. Luke Gallows is very fresh in this match, as he has not been inside of the ring or taking damage or doing damage in quite some time, which is now going to allow him to go ahead and beat down both of Los Garza. Somehow Angel is still able to counter right there. Boot, and now Angel looking to slam down Luke Gallows into the submission hold. Again, Angel go ahead and make Luke Gallows tap. No, Carl Anderson instantly right there looking to break the submission hold. Nevertheless, I did think Luke Gallows was going to go ahead and break off from that submission hold. It's now Angel sent outside of the ring, flying, smacking body onto the floor. Could hear that from miles away. Tag made to Carl Anderson. That's how the tag team work. Quick tags back and forth. Now I carry the match for 70% of the time. You get 30. Carl Anderson needs to learn to tag a little bit more. If not, he may end up costing his team a match. You do a little damage, you take a little damage, tag made. Keep the rotation fresh. Unless, of course, you're CM Punk or Roman Reigns. Those guys already had it down. So they were able to get a fantastic victory over the Re-Evolution, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. What a weekend we had with SummerSlam. Fantastic matches. Oh, you guys should, I wish you guys could see what is coming in the near future. It is Berto who is inside of the ring doing some big damage onto Carl Anderson. This match potentially close over. I was about to say maybe it is. As a nice little RKO from Carl Anderson. He isn't going to look for the pin. Instead, he's going to go ahead and taunt Berto and celebrate with the crowd. What is this guy doing? I see the frustration building up from Luke Gallows. I wouldn't be surprised if Luke hops inside of the match, inside of the ring, and smacks Carl Anderson himself, because he could have easily gotten the 3 count right there and won the match for him and his partner. But instead, he decides to taunt Berto. He wants to spend some time with the crowd, and now it is costing him, as he is taking some big damage, as Angel has now been tagged in, and Angel is going to go ahead and try to fly. Is he going to be able to pull this off? Yes, he is. Big damage done onto Carl Anderson, who now has to roll outside of the ring in order to catch his breath. I'm telling you, man, he could have had that victory. And as I see the steel steps right there, a reminder. Earlier in the match, we had Luke Gallows pick up and drop Angel straight onto the steel steps from inside of the ring, over the ropes and onto the stairs, which was crazy And even more crazy is the fact that this man Angel was still standing and still fighting back at this moment. Oh, look at Berto. Look at the strength from Berto. May be able to put this match away. One. Carl Anderson able to break the count, but what a show of strength from Berto. He picked up Carl Anderson like he was a baby. I was saying how Berto was a kid. And excuse me, he picked up Luke Gallows like he was a baby. And I was talking about how Luke Gallows was the dad, Berto was a kid. But right there, the way that Berto, hold on, maybe he will win this match by submission. And he does. Oh my days. Berto has just won the match for Los Garza, making Luke Gallows tap. I said Luke Gallows was like his father. Berto was a son. He picks up his dad, slams him down, and chokes him out or makes him tap. What a crazy ending. We see Angel in a bloody mess, but Berto showing that as much as Los Garza and El Legado del Fantasma lose, there is something there that he can build on. And we got Uncle Howdy here. He has something to say. As much as I don't want to, let's go ahead and hear him out. When I lost my brother, I felt as though I had lost the whole world. I was left with nothing, or so I thought. The last thing my brother left behind was this incredible place, the WWE, the WWE Universe, wrestling as a whole. So John Cena, I'm not going to stand here and let you ruin what my brother worked so hard to make great. You yourself worked so hard back then in order to keep this company at the top. Now towards the end of your career, you want to throw that away? Look, you're an adult. You're grown. If you choose to be a rotten piece of garbage, that's your own problem. But what I'm not going to let you do is ruin what's left of my brother here on Earth. John Cena, you have become corrupted by titles, by history. I see through you. I see you. You are scared of being forgotten. And that's why you want to make a big exit. That's why you want to make history and be the top guy, to be the GOAT, so that all these incredible people never forget about you. However, John, you don't need to do all that. You've done enough. It's never too late to return. I'm here to announce that I'm going to send one last message to you. It's Saturday night's main event. You will put what you love most on the line. That WWE Championship, that title, that history. And at Saturday night's main event, me and you, your title on the line, I will send one last message to save my brother, John Cena. And oh my days, that just gave me chills. Now usually, Uncle Howdy, the Wyatt Six are creepy, but tonight, he came out here with a statement, and something that I very much agree with. That is that John Cena can't ruin wrestling. He has to go back to his old ways. And what a message, what a reminder to John Cena from Uncle Howdy of one of the many great superstars within this industry who helped forge not only John Cena's career, but WWE as a whole. Mr. Bray Wyatt, may he rest in peace. And it seems as though it is confirmed that at Saturday night's main event, Uncle Howdy, John Cena, go ahead and face each other. And Uncle Howdy said he will send one last message. Not sure if this is beating Mr. John Cena. I'm not sure if this is, attacking him, or I don't know what this means. But if Uncle Howdy has a goal of turning John Cena back to his old ways, I'm fine with that. If that means doing some crazy stuff, well, that's someone else's problem. That's John Cena's problem. As long as we get John Cena back, I think I would be happy with John Cena having a little black eye and whatnot. As long as we're able to get our guy back, that to come at Saturday night's main event. What a message by Uncle Howdy again. Usually he's a creepy, crawly man, but tonight he came, spoke from the heart, spoke from the loss of his brother, and gave us a wonderful message. Excuse me. We know that Gunther and Sami Zayn will go ahead and also face at Saturday night's main event. So that Saturday night's main event is going to go ahead and shape up to be a phenomenal weekend. However, it is time that we move forward. So we now have some women's action. We saw these two ladies battle it out for a #1 contenders match for the WWE Championship over back a long time ago at Backlash. And now we have a new champion, that being Bianca Belair, who was able to defeat Tiffany Stratton at SummerSlam. Jade Cargill has been searching for that title, so has Nia Jax. Tiffany Stratton was able to retain in multiple title defenses. However, when it came to facing off against Bianca Belair, she was not able to get the job done. Instead, it was Bianca Belair who was able to get the victory and become new WWE Women's Champion. As we now begin this match, Nia Jax facing off against Jade Cargill. And still to come, later tonight, Los Reyes facing off against the Street Profits. That's right, Rey Fenix, Rey Mysterio against Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford for the WWE Tag Team Championships. That to come later tonight in the main event. As Jade Cargill with a huge elbow drop to Nia Jax, talking some smack as Nia Jax slowly getting up. Big hit by Jade. Nia trying to return it, unsuccessful in doing so. This time, able to get it done. And now we have some back and forth action between these two. However, it is Jade Cargill who ends this back and forth very early. Now multiple clotheslines as she's now going to look for the pinfall. One. Kick out at one from Nia Jax. Jade Cargill showing off a little bit. It costs her. It's now Nia Jax with a big splash onto the back of Jade Cargill. Now able to do some damage onto the right arm of Jade. And now it is Nia Jax able to get on the attack thanks to Jade Cargill being a little bit cocky. But as I said earlier in the match, this isn't the first time these women have faced off. They have both been searching for the WWE Championship. They have crossed paths multiple times in order to try to get title opportunities. And I mean, I think it's no secret that they don't like each other. So this match could get very ugly. As Nia Jax is slammed down. Jade Cargill now may be able to look for the pinfall. She is going to do so. Can she get the victory? 1, 2. However, a kick out at 2 from Nia Jax. Big damage done from Jade Cargill. Not enough to be able to get the 3 count. Not enough to be able to get the victory just yet, as Nia Jax able to counter. Instead picks up Jade Cargill. Now slams her down. Absolutely releasing all the air out of Jade Cargill. Pinfall now 1. And a quick kick out at 1 from Jade Cargill. Not even able to get the kick out at 2. Nia Jax gonna have to do a little bit more if she wants to even hear that 2, let alone the 3. It's Nia Jax may do that now. Oh, looking for a big leg drop, not able to get it done. Instead, a spear by Jade Cargill. Now looking for the pinfall. Can she get the victory? Kick out at 2 from Nia Jax. Unfortunately, not able to get the victory just yet. Now it's Nia Jax who is in control, looking to deal some damage. Jade Cargill, though, not going to allow herself to be beaten up that quickly. Instead, knocking down Nia Jax once again. And it is going to be Jade Cargill climbing the top ropes. Big splash onto Nia Jax. A pinfall now. 1, 2. Almost 3, but Nia Jax able to kick out at the very last second once again. Jade Cargill so close from winning this match, so close yet so far, as now the tides have turned. Now it is time for Nia Jax to absolutely annihilate the body of Jade Cargill, sending her into the turnbuckle. Big headbutt, and now this ain't looking good. Nia looking for the finish, looking to flatten out Jade Cargill, looking for the pinfall. 1, 2, and somehow, some way, Jade Cargill able to kick out. Nia Jax is still on the attack. However, this match continues. Jade Cargill able to move out of the way, showing the absolute strength and power from both of these women. They're throwing everything at each other, but they have versed so many times. They know each other so well. And, I mean, they're just such great talented superstars. They continue to be able to kick out of each other's finishers, of each other's moves, as Nia Jax rolls outside the ring right there. Maybe trying to catch her breath, play some mind games as well. Quickly met, though, by Jade Cargill. She's now having some big stomps onto the body of Nia Jax, and Jade Cargill may look to put an end to this match. Could she do it, as Nia Jax is stumbling? Big hit right there from Jade. Jade Cargill was trying to look for something there. However, instead, Nia Jax, a counter from Jade Cargill. Both women countering each other. As I said, they know each other very well because they've versed each other so many times. So even if one or the other makes big contact, well, they still know what moves are going to come next and whatnot, as Nia Jax doing some big damage right there onto the body of Jade Cargill. And now looking for a submission. Is Jade Cargill going to tap? Not yet. Jade Cargill getting quickly up onto her 2 feet, picking up and slamming down Nia Jax. Big damage done onto Nia Jax. And now the tides have turned once again. Now it is time for Jade Cargill to get on the attack. Jade Cargill is going to go ahead and climb up the top rope. She's going to make a big splash, a big impact onto the body of Nia Jax once again. In for 1, 2, and almost 3. However, once again, Nia Jax able to kick out. I mean, this match could last forever. Both women do not want to lose this match. And even if they wanted to lose, they have so much power within them. They can continue to kick out of things. Like, it is absolutely insane. And we have Jade Cargill might be able to do some big damage here. Big boot to the face of Nia Jax, sending her flying over the top ropes. Now Jade Cargill gonna look to fly in a big splash from the top ropes all the way outside of the ring, doing some huge damage onto Nia Jax, who is somehow still able to get up. However, quickly gonna be met by Jade Cargill, who wants to put an end to this match once and for all. Face first, straight onto the floor. Oh my days! Jade Cargill may be able to win the match right here, as the referee's count gets closer and closer to 10. It gets to 6. Nia Jax is going to get up. I do believe she'll be able to beat the count. She does, however, she is weak. A spear from Jade Cargill may be enough to put Nia Jax away. 1, 2, 3, and there it is after lots of damage outside of the ring and a huge spear inside of it. Jade Cargill able to get the victory over Nia Jax. A big match feel because it was a big match. And here tonight, both women gave it their all. But at the top, the woman who came out on top, was Jade Cargill. Congratulations to her on this huge victory. So we are now going to move forward. We have Solo Sikoa, newly crowned Men's United States Champion. He has something to say. Let's go ahead and hear him out. Look, at SummerSlam, I was able to become United States Champion and show Jacob Fatu exactly what he was missing out. And I brought in one of the hottest free agents, JC Mateo. And I'm here to just say that this new bloodline is gonna conquer Solo Sikoa interrupted by Ilya Dragunov. Let's go ahead and hear him out. Look, I don't care about you. Don't care about your family. I don't even care about your little free agents. I care about that title that you hold. So Solo, how about you grab those two balls of yours, squeeze them to make sure they're still there, and you face me in a championship match, one-on-one. You know what, man? Let's do it. And Ilya Dragunov, a bit of an aggressive take. It seems as though he may have just earned himself a championship match. Now, excuse me, as we do have some breaking news before we can even go over this. Carmelo Hayes, Kevin Owens, backstage brawl. It is Carmelo Hayes who initiated this battle, who is attacking Kevin Owens and absolutely destroying him backstage. Carmelo was trying to go for Aleister Black. Kevin Owens told him to back down. And it looks like Carmelo, well, in the moment, he said it was fine. Maybe he didn't take it that well as he attacks Kevin Owens. Unfortunately, we have to keep moving forward. Hopefully, security can go ahead and break that up. It is now time for the main event. But before we focus on the main event, let's talk about what just happened with Ilya Dragunov and Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa was about to talk about his family and how he brought in JC Mateo. They were ready to conquer. Ilya Dragunov said, yo, be a man. You know, me versus you, forget about everyone else. That's the way I took it. He said, grab your ball, squeeze and make sure they're still there. Put your title on the line. Me against you. And it seems like that touched Solo Sikoa very nicely in the heart for him to say, yeah, let's do this crap. It seems as though, I don't know when exactly, but Solo Sikoa will be facing Ilya Dragunov for the United States Championships. That looks to be Solo Sikoa's first title defense. Then we have Aleister Black being in a little love triangle with Kevin Owens and Carmelo Hayes, making so much enemies to the point where both of your enemies beat each other up to see who can beat you up first. I mean, absolutely crazy. He came in here, absolutely dominated against The Miz and Carmelo Hayes. That's why Carmelo wants such, he wants to avenge himself. He tried going to, start something up with Kevin Owens. Quickly lost by countout. Apparently, Kevin Owens and him are still not done because then Kevin Owens attacked him backstage. But then Carmelo called out Aleister. Kevin Owens came out and said, nah. He's all mine. You can have him after. Carmelo said, fine. But I guess he wasn't really fine with it because now he attacked Kevin Owens. And it's an absolute mess. Point being, Kevin Owens wants Aleister Black. Carmelo wants Aleister Black. However, Kevin only wants to allow one person at a time, which then means Carmelo also wants Kevin Owens. We have a little love triangle between those three. We'll see what happens with that. But anyhow, it is time now for the main event of the night. Introducing first the tag team, which is already inside of the ring, the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. They are the challengers here tonight for the main event. Introducing next, walking up into the ring, Rey Mysterio and Rey Fenix. Los Reyes, the WWE Tag Team Champions here tonight. They are going to go ahead and defend the titles against the former champions, as Los Reyes were able to beat the Street Profits in order to become champions in the first place. At SummerSlam, they were successful in defending their titles against DIY. Now here tonight, we have a rematch clause for the former champions. They have activated it. And here tonight, Los Reyes versus the Street Profits, WWE Tag Team Championships on the line. Who will come out on top? Will it be the challengers, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits, the former WWE Tag Team Champions? Or will it be the current champions, the WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio, or you could say the WWE rookie Rey Fenix? And just because he's a rookie here in WWE does not mean he's a rookie with his wrestling. This man has dominated promotions worldwide, including the likes of AAA. His brother Penta also able to become a TNA World Champion back in his time in TNA. So both him and his brother are no joke. They both currently hold titles as Penta's the IC champion. So just because they're rookies here in WWE does not mean they're rookies when it comes to wrestling. Who will come out on top? Will it be the champions or the challengers? It's going to be a very interesting match. Last time, Los Reyes had a lot of momentum building thanks to that tournament, which I think definitely gave them that upper hand against the Street Profits. On the other hand, back then at least, the Street Profits hadn't really defended their titles much. They weren't in a lot of action, which definitely caused them to be a little rusty right now. They've only had 1 or 2 matches since losing their titles. On the other hand, Rey Fenix and Rey Mysterio, all it has been in singles action, have been clashing with DIY, and like I said, at SummerSlam, were successfully able to defend their championship titles. So they've been a little bit more active. They've been moving a little bit more, gaining experience and that chemistry with each other, which is very good for the champions. But nevertheless, do not underestimate the Street Profits. They were champions for a reason. Multiple time champions. As Rey Fenix with the suicide dive DDT. Absolutely stunning. And just harassing the head of Mr. Montez Ford. It's now Rey Mysterio looking to fly, is able to do so, but it looked like Angelo Dawkins was trying to trip Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio did notice that, now attacking Angelo Dawkins. But enough talk about who's going to win, who's going to lose. Let's go ahead and focus on this match and see what happens. Rey Fenix tagged in now. Second time as a legal superstar. That is one thing about Los Reyes. Both of these guys move like crazy when it comes to inside of the ring. They tag each other. It's not like the Hall of Famer carries. Hold on, pinfall. Montez Ford, 1. And the kick out, as now instead it is going to be Montez Ford who's going to be pinned down. Quick kick out as well. As I was saying, it's not like the WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio takes more. It's not like Rey Fenix does more. This is a evened out 50-50 tag team, which is how I think it should be. And the only time it should be more than 50-50 is if the other player, if the other superstar is injured, if the other superstar just isn't their day. But when it comes to both of them being on a good day, defending their championships, they are very good at getting things done 50-50, which I think has also allowed them to become champions, building momentum against other teams, and the chemistry that was already there without having to build it up, and that experience and the knowledge of knowing when to tag in your partner has definitely allowed them to come this far and now hold the WWE Tag Team Championships. So very good for them, as Rey Fenix is now going to look to fly big kick to the face of Angelo Dawkins, as he's now going to look for the pinfall. However, Montez Ford quickly breaking the count right there, as unfortunately our referee is knocked down. Okay, it looks like she's getting up, thank goodness. Rey Fenix is now going to go ahead and attack, Montez Ford, a big kick. Oh my days. Knocking out Montez Ford in one kick. That's what you get for breaking up the count. And now Rey Fenix. Perfect time to tag in as Angelo Dawkins is down. Rey Mysterio. Nice little DDT. And now going to look for the pinfall. Can he get the victory? No, not able to get it done. Not yet, as Angelo Dawkins able to kick out before one. Referee did take a little extra time. She could have quickly gotten down and started counting the pinfall. Decided to go all the way to the other side. Nevertheless, Rey Mysterio now trying to pin Montez Ford. A very weak Montez Ford. Very last seconds. Montez Ford's shoulder rising up from the ring, and this match continues. Rey Mysterio shaking his head as in, damn, I thought I had that. But if he kicked out of the DDT before, he's never mind. I was about to say he won't be able to kick out of this. 619, however, it is caught by Montez Ford. And now this match continues. It is time now for the Street Profits to get on the attack. Choke slam to Rey Mysterio. And now tag made to Angelo Dawkins, who is a lot more fresh compared to Montez Ford, who has already taken a lot of damage thanks to that huge kick from Rey Fenix. However, Rey Mysterio trying to also shut down Angelo Dawkins with a big frog splash, was looking for the pinfall. Instead, Montez Ford breaks the count. However, quickly met by an attack from Rey Mysterio, who sends him flying over the top ropes and outside of the ring. Tag made to Rey Fenix, who was trying to get on the attack. Angelo Dawkins able to counter. However, Rey Fenix able to do the same. Big knee to the face of Angelo Dawkins. And now Rey Fenix may be able to put an end to this match once and for all. Big knee to the face. And now Rey Fenix to retain the championships. Is this enough? Yes, it is. Just like that, Los Reyes are still the WWE Tag Team Champions here in our main event tonight. Have been able to defeat Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits, for the second time. Congratulations to our tag team, Los Reyes, still the WWE Champions. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to check in this weekend for NXT No Mercy. We'll see you then.